Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Spindale, North Carolina at the historic Spindale House. I'm Dan Paris, and tonight I'll be calling the action for the American Wrestling Federation. And a lot of you guys may recall in the early 1980s, this was a very active promotion. And the man tonight who is promoting the card, I don't think he'll be up here to do commentary, but I have asked him, is none other than Charlie Babb. Charlie Babb has resuscitated and revived the American Wrestling Federation. All right, then, so we're kicking it off with a tag team match, and we got 9 big matches coming your way tonight. We've got Rowdy James in the blue, teaming with, on the outside, Dookie Payne, otherwise known as David Duke. And they're taking on the tag team of Morbid and Rex Rumble. So it's going to be Morbid and Rowdy James to kick it off. All right, Morbid now working over the arm. Morbid goes into a hammerlock. All right, Morbid now with a headlock. Rowdy James getting ready to send him for the ride. Morbid comes off with a tackle. Rowdy James attempting a leapfrog, but miscued, and he kicked Morbid right in the midsection. Attempting a hip toss, it don't happen. Morbid comes up with a hip toss and an arm drag. Drop kick. All right, Dookie's gonna go outside and check on Rowdy James. Well, we've got a mega card coming your way tonight with the AWF. A lot of talent on tonight's show. All right, Morbid going to tag in Rex Rumble. David Duke coming in. All right, Duke back in Rumble into the ropes. The quarter turnbuckle. Does not break clean. Working Rumble over in that corner. Duke fires a shot on the head of Rex Rumble. David Duke with a lariat. Duke covers Rumble. All right, David Duke with a shot right across the back. Rex Rumble in trouble. Rex Rumble needs a tag. Bad shape at this point. All right, Duke misses a charge. That was mistimed. All right, Rumble with a knife-edge chop. Another one. Rumble with a lariat. All right, David Duke in trouble at this point. Rumble setting Duke up. Suplexes him. All right, Rumble can't quite get the pinfall. All right, Morbid's tagged in. Got a double team. Morbid working over Duke. He's got him rocked in the ropes. Big chop. Another chop. Oh, that's an eye gouge that'll stop you. Rowdy James coming in. Morbid and Rowdy James turning into a fist fight here. Side suplex. Rex Rumble comes in to break up the pinfall. All right, David Duke has now hit the ring. Morbid in some bad shape here. All right, Duke with a couple of chops. Morbid taking the shot head first into a boot. Shoulder blocks in the corner now. Morbid in a bad way. All right, Rowdy James with a suplex. Rex Rumble comes in to break it up. Morbid firing a shot. Morbid and Rowdy James having another exchange. Duke, now David Duke, Dookie choking away on Morbid in the ropes. Morbid is in bad shape here. Well, maybe we got a suplex coming up here. Can't tell what Duke may be trying to set him up for. Rowdy James and Duke doing a number on Morbid. All right, Morbid leapfrogs Rowdy James. Big kick. Big kick, it turns the tide. Both men are down. Only a count of two, it's not enough. Morbid needs that tag. Rowdy James blocks it. Rowdy James tags in Dookie. Morbid taking a stomp right into the back of the head. Dookie now working Morbid over. DDT. DDT is right on the money. Rumble comes in. Rex Rumble comes in, he breaks it up. Once again, Morbid in trouble here. All right, Morbid being worked over in the corner. Morbid sending a other corner turnbuckle. A variation of a suplex from Rowdy James. And once again, Rex Rumble comes in to break it up. Crowd really getting behind Morbid here. All right, Rowdy James picks Morbid up. He's gonna set him on that turnbuckle. He says it's over with. Morbid with a kick. Flying body press. Count of two. Morbid is trying to tag out. He can't quite get to his partner. All right, Dookie Payne comes in. All right, call him David Duke, Dookie Payne, whatever you want to call him. He's been adopted of late by Boomer Payne. All right, Morbid in trouble, getting his eyes gouged, scratched. Dookie attacking his man. Morbid goes into those ropes. Throat first. Duke now, body slam. Rowdy James going to the top. He's setting him up for something here. Going to the air. Let's see if he can hit it. And he misses. He missed a high leg drop. Boy, he's really hurt himself there. Morbid with a shot and another one. Rowdy James makes an unexpected entrance in the ring, hurts himself. Morbid in a lot of trouble here. He can't find his way over to the corner to tag out the Rex Rumble. He was on his way, but Dookie stopped him. All right, Dookie working over Morbid. Looks like a double clothesline there. Both of these guys went down. And both men need a tag in the worst way. All right, Dookie gets a tag. Morbid gets a tag. Rex Rumble coming in, cleaning house. Rex Rumble coming in, working over both men. Rumble with an elbow smash. All four men are in the ring. And Dookie just took a shot from Morbid. Rowdy James just got planted. Rex Rumble going to the top. Big leg drop. All right, fans, Morbid and Rex Rumble get the opening match. They get the win. And Rumble shows you how you hit a high-flying leg drop off the top. Rowdy James didn't work his right, and in the end, it's Rex Rumble and Morbid to get the victory in our opening matchup here with AWF Wrestling, the American Wrestling Federation. All right, fans, we're scheduled for our second matchup here of the evening. And we have got Shay McGrady to do battle with Kid Chaos. Ought to be a high-flying matchup. Should be a very quick matchup. You've got, I'd imagine you'd call these guys middleweights, about 140 pounds each. Shay McGrady in the red, white, and blue. Taking on Chaos, Kid Chaos, and the lime, and I guess that's some like a sherbet-colored trunks. This ought to be very quick pace, very fast. right, and it's going to be Shay McGrady who flips out of it, comes up with an arm wringer of his own. All right, Chaos does like a little handspring, lands on his feet, comes up with an arm wringer of his own as well. Shay McGrady backing his man in the ropes. Big chop. Chaos and McGrady going at it. McGrady goes up and over his man. Almost a monkey flip coming, but McGrady cut a flip right over his opponent. Japanese arm drag from Kid Chaos. Drop kick. McGrady bails out. He steps out of the ring. Hey! Tries for a plancha. It doesn't happen. McGrady tried to sweep him out from under his feet. Ah, senton! You knew it was a matter of time before these guys went in the air. All right, McGrady taking a body slam, Shay McGrady. Kid Chaos gonna go to the air again. And he misses. He misses a springboard leg drop. Unable to land on his opponent there. All right, Shay McGrady laying the boots to Kid Chaos. All right, McGrady now working over Kid Chaos. Shay McGrady has Kid Chaos in a world of trouble. Spinning kick. It's not enough to dispose of Kid Chaos. Like I said, fans, this is a very fast-paced match. A lot of high flying going to go on here. All right, McGrady working over Kid Chaos in the corner. Stomping away on him. Kid Chaos really lay it in trouble. This guy's laid up in the corner, took a lot of boots. Shay McGrady with a suplex. McGrady trying to get the pin. All right, Shay McGrady starting to throw out the rule book. Kid Chaos in trouble. Kid Chaos with a chop. Another chop. McGrady got him with a forearm smash. So far, it's been Shay McGrady in control here. Kid Chaos with a couple of flips. Fisherman suplex. McGrady with a fisherman suplex. And then he let go of it. All right, an arrogant cover. Not enough. You can't beat nobody like that. You gotta use a lot more authority to get a pinfall other than do something like that. And Kid Chaos been smashed head first in the corner turnbuckle. Shay McGrady with his boot right in his face. Kid Chaos with a super kick. That turns the tide. That turned the tide of the battle. All right, and Chaos and McGrady still going at it. And he just hoisted him up in the air for an atomic drop. What have we got? Around and around and around, and McGrady comes up with a DDT. Shay McGrady now having words with the fans. Fans, I think he should have went for that pinfall a little bit sooner. All right, and Shay McGrady working Kid Chaos over, punching him in the head several times. Kid Chaos struck with an enziguri kick right into the back of the head. And he can't get the pin. He came close, but it's not enough to get the victory. Kid Chaos with a chop. McGrady comes up with another one of those released fisherman suplexes. And both of these guys have taken a pounding here. Very high impact match. Kid Chaos gets the ropes. Shay McGrady and the official having words. McGrady stomping away on Kid Chaos in the back. McGrady chopping Kid Chaos. McGrady again working him over. Sent him right in the corner turnbuckle. Kid Chaos with a boot. All right, he says he's going to the air. He hits a 450-degree splash. That'll do it. Chaos gets the win after a 450-degree splash. What a hard-fought victory. All right, fans, the middleweights take to the air. And in the end, it's Shay McGrady who bit the dust, courtesy of a 450-degree splash. All right. Well, fans, we got match number 3 coming right at you. fans, we're scheduled for tag team action. Coming right at you. Third match of the evening will feature Brian Linder, primetime Brian Linder, and the American GI, collectively known as the U.S. Express. They're going to take on the tag team of the American Dragon, Travis Blackwelder, and his tag team partner, the Englishman, Lord Everett DeVore. And this ought to be quite a matchup. All right, Lord Everett DeVore, quite an unusual character. Take a look, fans. He wears some frilly trunks, sort of a European type of white shirt. The guy even has a tad of makeup on. I don't know what you think about men folks running around wearing makeup, but I don't think too much of it. All right, it's going to open up with Blackwelder and the American GI. The American GI makes a clean break. All right, the American GI making a clean break. And we've got another lockup. GI has Blackwelder in the corner. He missed a big wild swing, and Blackwelder caught him with a boot. Travis Blackwelder with a back elbow and a lariat. Primetime Brian Linder coming in. Blackwelder with a drop kick. DeVore with a shot from the apron. A Thesz press. And Blackwelder peppering him in the head with punches. Blackwelder and DeVore waiting. The U.S. Express fans, they have gentleman James McCone with them. The U.S. Express and McCone go outside, have a little conference, try to get their breath and their composure. And the U.S. Express have got to get back in the game. All right, the GI attempted a sunset flip. Blackwelder moved right out of the way. American GI landed right on the mat. Now Blackwelder going to an arm wringer a couple of times. All right, now it's time for the Britishman, Lord Everett DeVore. Double axe handle and an arm wringer. Rams him right into a shoulder block at close range. Lord Everett DeVore with a lariat. Brian Linder breaking it up. Brian Linder and GI tag out. And it's a nice arm drag from Lord Everett DeVore. DeVore with a boot. Sets him up, suplex. And Brian Linder bails out of the ring. Hold on, DeVore going right after Brian Linder. They're fighting the back of the Spindale house.
Did you see that damn Paris? He kissed me.
Yeah, what a sight.
That was worse than Granny Eagle falling on my face at the American Coliseum. I went and got me some water. I'm gonna tell you one thing, it takes a hell of a man to wear a set of curtains on his butt and yellow, oh, wow, right into the wall.
What a smash.
And what I was gonna say is blue eyeliner. Shades of my ugly aunt with no teeth.
Safe to say this guy's a drag queen.
I'll tell him you said that.
Well, you can tell.
Absolutely. Sir Everett Dubois from Fresh From Your Mama's House. What unbelievable. Might be fresh from my daddy's house or my gay uncle.
And he's a Britishman.
Great crowd here in Spindale.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
In fact, promoter Charlie Babb's got a show coming up on March the 3rd.
That's a Friday night. He just handed me this card. He said already signed was Big Sexy Kevin Nash, Tip Jarrett, the team formerly known as the Dudley Boys. And you got to listen to WAGY Radio 1320 in Forest City for all the details. But that's March the 3rd right here back here at the Spindale House. That's unbelievable.
What a card.
And later tonight, one and only Barbarian.
Also got the head shrinkers tonight.
The head shrinkers, the Samoan head shrinkers. Maestro from WCW fame, Lodi, Derek Flair, the mass superstar, and the legendary Bill White. So it's a stacked card, to say the least, as we say.
We're only in our third match.
Absolutely. Great crowd. I was having fun right up till that guy kissed me.
All right, double suplex coming up. They've got Black Welder up, and they dropped him.
I'm going to go try to find some more mouthwash.
All right. Bill Hazelwood dropping by, and I hope that he'll pop in and out for color commentary tonight. All right, the U.S. Express doing a number on Travis Blackwelder. All right, Blackwelder on the mat. Travis Blackwelder in bad shape. Brian Linder working him over. Got him in the ropes. Gonna choke him. Choking him on the rope. Lord Everett DeVore about to make his way in. McCone with a shot. McCone with a shot from the outside. American GI with a wild swinging punch right in the face of Blackwelder. U.S. Express seem to have things going their way at this point in time. Blackwelder on the mat. Travis Blackwelder on the mat, and he really needs a tag. American GI winds up with a big punch. Down goes Travis Blackwelder. All right, the crowd starting to get behind Travis Blackwelder. U.S. Express about to do a double team here. And Travis Blackwelder takes a pretty nasty shot. Drop right across that top rope, throat first. All right, Blackwelder thrown outside. Fans, he's got thrown out of the ring. And McCone, gentleman James McCone, on the outside working him over. McCone gonna dump him right back in the ring. Not only have you got to watch out for the U.S. Express, you got to look out for gentleman James McCone throughout the night. All right, Travis Blackwelder sent for the ride. Blackwelder gets the head scissors somehow. Big splash in the corner. He should have went for a tag to DeVore at that point, but he didn't. Blackwelder now going to the top. Travis Blackwelder doesn't make it. Brian Linder with a fall away slam. Count of two. Travis Blackwelder had a short-lived offensive, and then now he's in trouble. American GI with a big high leg drop. That might have been the conclusion, but Lord Everett DeVore came in and broke it up. Brian Linder now on the second rope. Oh, he got a boot right in the face. Blackwelder needs that tag if he can just get over there. If he can just make it. All right, DeVore tags in. Down goes the American GI. And Brian Linder as well. DeVore, Lord Everett DeVore with a couple of body slams. Double headbutt maybe coming up here. And the U.S. Express collide, and McCone's on the ring apron. Fans got to look out for Gentleman James. McCone is on the apron, and he needs to get down. Blackwelder missing a charge, lands on the floor. Fans, DeVore is in the corner with the American GI. He's punching him. DeVore doing a number on the American GI. Oh, he got a power bomb. GI with a power bomb out of the corner. Lord Everett DeVore. Wait a minute, I think they've got a foreign object. And the American GI just accidentally popped Brian Linder. All right, Lord Everett DeVore has the object now. He just whacked GI. That'll do it. Lord Everett DeVore, Travis Blackwelder get the win. U.S. Express plans fell apart. It's going to be Blackwelder and DeVore to get the win here. U.S. Express put up a heck of a fight, but they don't get the win. All right, fans, we got much more action coming at you with the American Wrestling Federation. Fans, we got another tag team match coming your way right here. This one also ought to be very fast. We've seen them in action before, the Guerreros. Chris and Rob Guerrero. All right, fans, it'll be Chris Guerrero. Starting off with Nick Fury. Nick Fury and AJ Frost, fans, 15 times. On 15 different occasions, they've held the American Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Highly successful. Guerreros don't have quite the experience, but quite a capable tag team nonetheless. All right, Nick Fury with an arm drag. Nick Fury with an arm drag, and it's going to be Chris Guerrero getting to that bottom rope. Pounds the man out of frustration. Nick Fury ready to get it on. All right, Chris Guerrero moving in like he was doing a single leg pickup, but it didn't happen. Nick Fury with a takedown, floats over to a face lock. Guerrero to a hammer lock. Good mat wrestling, surprisingly, out of these two. And I'm not taking away from their mat skills. It's just that they prefer to fly around the ring like acrobats. Guerrero rolls through, comes up with an arm wringer. Nick Fury springs about, comes up with an arm wringer of his own. Guerrero tries to flip through it, but Nick Fury rolls with him. Nick Fury hanging on to that wrist lock. Nick Fury with a tackle. Up and over his man. Guerrero with a leapfrog. Spinning kick from Nick Fury. Nick Fury going into a top wrist lock here. Nick Fury still has his man grounded. Moving in now with an armbar. AJ Frost tags in. Guerrero gets loose and he tags out to Rob Guerrero. The smaller of the Guerreros. Chris Guerrero opts to get out of there. AJ Frost is ready to do it. He's moving in like a single leg takedown. Guerrero scrambles back and they go collar elbow tie up. It's AJ Frost with an arm wringer. All right, AJ Frost. Has the arm wringer on Rob Guerrero. He moves into a hammerlock. Rob Guerrero goes into a headlock. AJ Frost showing a lot of good mat wrestling here. Tackle. Up and over his man, attempting a hip toss. It's blocked. AJ Frost comes up with a hip toss. Frost with an arm drag. Big kick. Drop toe hold. And down goes Chris Guerrero. Wait a minute, what's AJ Frost do? He dove out on him. And he dove right out onto the Guerreros. And Nick Fury's getting ready to go to the air too. Oh, another plancha. A very fast-paced, high-flying matchup. All right, we got Fury and Frost in there with Rob Guerrero. Chris Guerrero's trying to recuperate. Frost with a forearm smash. Nick Fury with a high kick. Double boot from AJ and Nick. All right, Nick Fury with a watching on the outside. And he's intently watching as AJ Frost clamps on a headlock. Rob Guerrero going to back his man in the corner. Breaks off clean, hesitantly. With great hesitation when you have a clean break. Rob and Chris Guerrero conference each other. Probably trying to work over some strategy at this point. AJ Frost has got the fans getting on the Guerrero's case. All right, Rob Guerrero with a hammerlock to a headlock. Good wrestling right here. Guerrero's maybe acting a little uncharacteristically foul tonight, I guess you could say. Showing a lot of foul tactics. But fans, you can't take away, they're good competitors. All right, Fury and Frost, double team. Frost held him and Fury hit with a super kick. All right, Chris Guerrero comes in, breaks it up. Fury has Guerrero in the ropes. Chopped him. Punching him down the head. Big suplex. All right, Nick Fury with another chop. Frost and Fury getting ready to do a double team here. They got Guerrero trapped. Frost with a cover, couldn't get the pin. Guerrero sent for the ride. It's Chris Guerrero with a knee right in the back of AJ Frost. And Rob Guerrero attacks Frost from behind. Fans, in the meantime, we got Chris Guerrero working over Frost on the floor. Nick Fury comes out as Rob Guerrero diving out on top of him. Chris Guerrero is getting ready to dive out. So unexpected. All right, another wild dive. Guerrero's Frost, Fury scattered out on the hardwood floor here in the Spindale house. AJ Frost been thrown back in the ring. Rob Guerrero. I don't see how these guys can continue to take these dives and wild, suicidal, almost like moves. Nick Fury comes in. Nick Fury comes in. Double suplex on the AJ Frost. Knee drop. Guerrero. Chris Guerrero with a slam. And Rob Guerrero's about to tag in. Suplexes him right on the Frost. Count of 2. Fans, in that case, there is only a count of 2. Guerrero has Frost up. Backbreaker. AJ Frost really needs that tag in the worst way. All right, Guerrero's tag. Guerrero's tag. Forearm smash. Missing a wild swing. Missing another wild swing. Frost with a flying body press. Gets a count of 2. Chris Guerrero with a lariat. Guerrero's tag. Guerrero's about to double team AJ Frost. They got him all twisted up in a double Russian leg sweep. That could have done it, but it didn't. That almost could have ended the matchup. All right, Guerrero. Guerrero with a chin lock on the AJ Frost. Guerrero has AJ Frost grounded. Nick Fury getting the fans behind his partner here. All right, Frost on the offensive. Frost goes behind Rob Guerrero, misses a wild kick. Guerrero has Frost. Guerrero with a spinning toe hold. Chris Guerrero comes off with a big leg drop. AJ Frost once again coming close to being pinned. Chris Guerrero set him up for maybe a power bomb. Hey, we got a Hurricane Rana. A Hurricane Rana out of that. And both guys need a tag. Both guys in bad shape. And Frost is close to Fury. Maybe Rob Guerrero coming around. He pulled Nick Fury off the apron. He pulled Nick Fury off the apron, and the Guerreros tag in. The Guerreros tag in. Big splash. Somehow AJ dodges a 3 count. I don't know how he kept from just about losing at that point. All right, Guerrero. Guerrero with a suplex. He's gonna do it again. A second one. Could be trying for a third. Frost with a small package. But he didn't get the pin. But at least he was alert enough to dodge that third suplex. All right, Guerrero holding him in a front face lock. All right, he got a tag. He got a tag, and the referee missed the tag. He completely missed the tag. Guerrero's tag. And the official this time is going to let it go. He didn't see the Guerrero's tag, but he's going to let that one slide. This is a questionable call. All right, Guerrero. Chris Guerrero about to suplex, but no. A.J. Frost with a drop kick. Dives in on his man. A.J. Frost dove in onto Guerrero. Rob Guerrero comes in. Rob Guerrero coming in to break it up. Chris Guerrero with a suplex. All right, Chris Guerrero getting ready to jump off the ropes. He missed a high leg drop. Boy, that's been common tonight. But when you go for the high-risk moves, sometimes they pay off and sometimes they don't. Chris tags in Rob Guerrero. Nick Fury's tagged in. Nick Fury cleaning house. Nick Fury with a drop kick. Clotheslining Guerrero. Chris Guerrero. Rob Guerrero with a drop kick from behind. Chris Guerrero going outside to work over Nick Fury. Referee could be about to count these guys out. We got Rob and AJ in the ring going at it. Chris and Fury going at it inside the ring. Chris Guerrero just hit a ring post. Nick Fury's back in the ring. He's got Rob on his shoulders. Nick Fury comes off, Frost comes off with like a stunner type move. Fury was holding Rob. And Frost came off with like a stunner type move. Wow, what a match. What a matchup. What a matchup. And it's Nick and AJ to get the win. All right, fans, Frost and Fury get the win. All right, fans, Rowdy James doing double duty tonight. Rowdy James going to do battle with Zach Salvation. Rowdy came out here and he challenged Zach Salvation. And fans, these two have had a on-again, off-again series of matches. I guess you could say a feud in American Pro Wrestling. They always wind up across the ring from each other. That's quite a rivalry there. All right, Dookie Payne on the outside. Looking on to back up Rowdy James. Rowdy James in the opening match, along with Dookie Payne, were unsuccessful against tag team Morbid and Rex Rumble. So I'm sure that Rowdy James would love to, since he's went down in defeat, even though a hard-fought match, would like to come away with a victory here tonight. All right, he misses an elbow drop. And Zach Salvation comes up with a headlock. Zach Salvation with a headlock on the Rowdy James. Zach has Rowdy grounded. And fans, this Zach Salvation having Rowdy James on the mat. Rowdy James going to send him for the ride. Zach Salvation, the tackle goes up and over his man. These two about collide.
About 300.
All right, Rowdy James is on the mat. Zach Salvation with a headlock. Takes his man down. All right, Zach Salvation clamping on the headlock. Rowdy James almost pinned him there. Once again, Rowdy James trying to get the fall. And Zach Salvation hangs on to that headlock. Rowdy James has his man backed in the corner. Swings wild. Zach Salvation with a chop. Another chop. Rowdy goes in the corner turnbuckle. So again, Rowdy James going into another turnbuckle. Zach Salvation has Rowdy trouble here. Hey, he just flipped over. Hit him with a head scissors. Rowdy James in a little bit of trouble. Hip block, takedown, and Zach Salvation hangs onto the headlock. All right, Zach Salvation holding on to that headlock. He's really grounded, Rowdy James. Zach Salvation. Zach's had things going his way here, fans. Rowdy James punching in the midsection. Salvation with a kick. Rowdy James attempted a backbreaker, tilt-a-whirl style, but it didn't happen. This time it did. Count of two. Once again, only a 2 count. Zach Salvation gets to those ropes. Zach Salvation gets to the ropes. A crossface type move. Hey, Dookie interfering. And Rowdy James clubbing Salvation. Zach Salvation fighting back. Big chop. Rowdy James with a lariat. Zach Salvation in trouble here. Zach Salvation been pushed out of the ring. Hey, take a look. There's Dookie. He's going to interfere. Zach Salvation thrown back into the ring. Zach Salvation in trouble here. Forearm smash right into the back by Rowdy James. Rowdy James with a series of punches has Zach Salvation in trouble. right, James with a suplex. Can't quite do it. Rowdy James has Zach in trouble. Tell you what, fans, Rowdy James has had Zach in a lot of problems past few minutes. Wait a minute, we got a head scissors from Zach. And he managed to flip over a sunset flip type move. Wasn't enough. Rowdy James missed time to charge. Hit the turnbuckle. Zach tried to pin him, but Rowdy got into that bottom rope. Eye gouge. Hey, take a look. There's David Duke. He's going to interfere. David Duke sticking his 2 cents in. That's the last thing you need. Somebody to stick their 2 cents in a match they're not even scheduled in. Rowdy James, a couple of chops. Rowdy James, since Zach's salvation in the ropes, he hit him with a spine buster. Got only a count of 2. Fancy only got a 2 count. Rowdy looks really surprised. He's took his elbow pads off, signifying he thinks that, well, this is going to do it. Body slam. Don't tell me he's going to try for this leg drop again. It seems like he can't never quite get it down to making it land. He's perched. And Rowdy James missed the leg drop again. Damn, you'd think he'd stop that after a while. I wonder how many times he's actually hit the leg drop. All right, Zach to his feet. Punches. Rowdy blocks him with a knee in the midsection. Zach with a DDT. Getting ready to go airborne here. He hit a senton. All right, both guys in trouble. The match starting to tell on these guys. Hey, there's Dookie. Dookie doing it in the ring. He just stunned Zach. He just stunned Zach. And Rowdy James gets a tainted victory. He gets a tainted victory, and Dookie's going to help Rowdy work over Zach. Double teaming him. Rex Rumble and Morbid hit the ring. Rumble and Morbid clear the ring. right, fans, Rowdy James the winner. All right, fans, we're back with another exciting match here in the American Wrestling Federation. This time it's the American Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Boomer Payne will be taking on Chief Jay Eagle. All right, fans, American Pro Wrestling is every Saturday night in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Actually about 40 miles down the road here. It's been running every Saturday night for quite some time. And as of late, Boomer Payne and Jay Eagle have been involved in a feud. Well, hold on. Boomer Payne bailing out. They've been involved in a feud. And Eagle has yet to come up with the championship. All right, Boomer Payne. Boomer Payne from behind attacking Eagle. Eagle in the corner. Eagle is in the corner and he's being worked over. Boomer, I think, was choking right there. McCone trying to get a distraction going on here. Fans, you can expect this to be a wild matchup. A lot of chopping from Eagle, and Boomer Payne, he'll pull out all kind of foul tactics to try to win this match. All right, Boomer Payne with a couple of shoulder blocks right in the midsection. All right, Boomer with a choke. And Eagle's in the corner, stunned. Jay Eagle with a chop. Eagle with an arm wringer. Boomer Payne with an eye gouge. All right, Eagle once again gets those fingers right in the eyes. Boomer Payne has sort of blinded Eagle. McCone's been a heavy distraction. All right, McCone now interfering. All right, fans, we got a lot of big action coming your way here tonight. For sure, Eagle with a kick and a chop, and he's going after McCone. Eagle in pursuit of James McCone. James McCone taking a shot, and he went down. Eagle got a lick on James McCone, but McCone goes to the locker room. James McCone is left ringside. Eagle missing a kick, but he hits with a chop. Jay Eagle doing the Indian war dance. Hey, wait a minute. We got McCone has brought some backup. He's brought out Dookie and Rowdy James. These guys have come out Eagle with a chop right across the head of Boomer Payne. Eagle with a boot. Jay Eagle with an eye gouge. Jay Eagle starting to getting rough, breaking rules. This match here is turned into a brawl. Eagle with a chop. He's got Boomer by the arm, runs him right into a lariat. Fans, we got three more big main events coming at you right after this. We've got Lodi taking on Derek Flair, Texas Death Match with the Stro and the Barbarian. And the Masked Superstar and Bill White join forces to take on the Samoan Head Shrinkers. Jay Eagle's been thrown out of the ring. It's been thrown out. Wait a minute, Rowdy James kicking on Eagle. McCone with a shot. Dookie with a shot. Nobody expected McCone to go get some thugs out of the locker room. Boomer Payne arguing with the referee. He said, I got to count of three. He's highly upset. He's keeping walking around saying three, but it was not three. Hey, McCone again. Rowdy James gives Eagle a shot. Jay Eagle with a chop on Rowdy James. Rowdy James taking some shots. I think Eagle's thinking about going after James McCone. I mean, he's after Rowdy James and Dookie, but Boomer from behind. Boomer Payne from behind. McCone's got Eagle. Eagle smashed into the ring apron. McCone's got a chair. And the chair whacked right across the back of Jay Eagle. McCone clubbing onto Eagle's head. Jay Eagle's fighting Rowdy James, Dookie, and Boomer Payne. The deck certainly stacked against him here. Eagle with a chair shot. Fans, we didn't quite catch it, but Jay Eagle with a wild chair shot. And Boomer Payne and Jay Eagle getting ready to duke it out. Eagle sent for the ride. Jay Eagle with a tackle. Eagle with a sunset flip. Only got two. A collision. I think Eagle was attempting an arm drag. Instead, both men just ran all over each other. All right, Boomer Payne kicking Eagle low. Count of two. Boomer Payne stomping Jay Eagle. Boomer Payne going to that second rope. Boomer Payne misses a moonsault. Eagle with a tomahawk drop. McCone takes a shot. Rowdy James is in the ring. Dookie's in the ring. They got a double team on Eagle. Jay Eagle with a double clothesline. The bell has sounded. Fans, the bell has sounded, and it's going to be Jay Eagle getting a win by disqualification. Fans, Jay Eagle getting the win by disqualification. Wait a minute, he wants the microphone. Jay Eagle challenging Boomer Payne to an Indian strap match on March the 3rd. And Jay Eagle gets the win by disqualification. Fans, this is Derek Flair in the ring to take on Lodi. Derek Flair having a very colorful robe. Fans, he is a cousin of David Flair, and I guess that would make him like the nephew of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Hey, here comes Lodi. In the cheap seats. one of our big triple main events. It's Lodi and Derek Flair. Lodi's got some signs. It said Lodi rules. Lodi for president. Make some noise.
My name is Lodi. It's L-O-D-I. Former member of Race Flock. One half the world's race match and the rest of all the bonds. And you now want to be. So do I.
Fans, he said that he wants this in a Lodi rules match. No disqualification, pretty much, and I think it's pretty well been agreed upon. All right, Lodi and Derek Flair are going to do battle here. Lodi with a headlock, turning into a hip lock takedown. Like I was saying, fans, Derek Flair is a cousin of David Flair and the nephew of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Going for a hip toss. Lodi with a hip toss. Charging him with an elbow. Gonna hip toss him again, and Derek Flair bails out of the ring. Derek Flair bails out. Fans, I tell you what, difficult time trying to catch Lodi's entrance. He has a spectacular entrance in the ring. Headbutt. Goes out after Derek Flair. Gonna fight a little bit at ringside. He's gonna take him around. As they're in the back of the Spindale house. I was about to say I almost lost them. Here they come back toward the ring. And Lodi throws a chair in the ring. Lodi's got a chair in the ring. Big chop. Drop toe hold Derek Flair right in the chair. Derek Flair went head first in the chair. All right, Lodi about to make a pinfall. He's got the chair. What's he going to do with it? Wedging it right between that top and middle rope.